You're watching NappyCast by Jason Nappy Weather. I'm tracking the storm moving through Maine. Right now in Caribou, it is cloudy. There's some snow, but that's going to change over as the warm air comes up from the south. We're going to have freezing rain, sleet. Yes, the whole mixture is coming our way. The mixed bag right through the forecast here. I'll get into all that right now in Sanford and southern Maine. Rain coming down. We had some thunderstorms earlier on, briefly, and now it's just plain rain. And things are going to be changing throughout the day as that storm pushes out towards the east in the next several hours. So we'll get into the forecast now and show you what's going on across the state. I'll get you covered here, get you ready for the next 10 days in Maine. Here's temperatures. These are important because we're going to warm up today just a little bit. Now, with the cold air damming set up, it's not going to be a warm day, but we'll get above freezing enough to change over the precip from any freezing rain or sleet over to just plain rain. And then on Friday, we'll get a downsloping when here's that right now. So you see those kind of greens popping up. 50s in southern Maine. Now, it'll be cooler in the mountains on Friday, but we will warm things up. Tomorrow is one of the nicer days of the next several. That's why I wanted to show you that one. So here is temperatures, and here's a look at things right now, where it is a wind out of the southeast coming off the Gulf of Maine. You can see that here. Temperatures are very stubborn. The cold air, very stubborn to move. So in the valleys, the cold air gets trapped. It'll stay cooler there. That's why you've got the mix going on. Snow up in the county. Eventually, that's going to change over too. I didn't expect a lot of snow with this storm, and I haven't seen any reports of a lot of snow with this storm, with the temperature profile being on the warmer side of things, right? So here's a look at the cloud cover. We're completely locked in. Don't expect any sunshine today. It is overcast right now for all of Maine. So here's a look at radar. And you see where the pink is showing up. That is a mixture of freezing rain and sleet pushing through right now down east, the Katahdin region. Snow up in Presque Isle, Caribou, up towards Eagle Lake. That's going to change over. There's that mixing line heading down towards the Allagash, the North Woods. Head down east, you're going to see that changeover happening pretty soon. And there's the mix going on right now, a little heavier mix moving through parts of the Penobscot Valley. Let's look down at southern Maine now, where the mix is going on. Not plain rain just yet, according to radar, but temperatures are starting to get close to being above freezing. And that rain is coming into New Hampshire and Vermont. You see here all the pink showing up. Once again, that is a mix going on, and that will be changing over. But the cold air is pretty stubborn this time of the year to get that out of the atmosphere. So give it a little bit more time, and then we're going to change things over throughout the day to just plain rain. And you'll see that here in the hour-by-hour forecast. So here it is throughout the morning. Watch as that rain-snow line pushes north. The mix pushes north through 10 o'clock in the morning, especially. Call it from around Bangor, Greenville, Rangeley, down towards Augusta. You'll see this changeover. So it'll be on and off showers, and then by the afternoon, notice how things clear out, and we see big improvement. Now, we're not going to see a lot of sunshine, really none today, but we are going to see improvements as far as the temperatures go up a little bit, and we're going to see big improvements down the road, okay? So tomorrow, that's the big day where the sun comes out. It's a wintry mix over to rain today, mild and dry tomorrow, with another weekend storm coming our way. It's really late Saturday into Sunday, where that storm's going to be coming in from the south and the west again. Today's forecast is a wintry mix, and then the rain ends when southwest 10 to 20. So that's going to change things over, get us to the upper 40s and low 50s throughout the day. A little bit cooler in northern Maine. But look on the cameras right now. Portland, Lewiston, Auburn. You've got the raindrops. Eastport, no raindrops just yet. Bangor and Caribou, beginning to see that changeover happening in the next several hours. Tonight, it's mostly cloudy. Wind west and southwest 10 to 15, bringing in some drier air. Temperatures, though, still are going to be above freezing. I don't expect a flash freeze tonight, with temperatures staying generally above freezing. Here's a look at the small craft up for the Mariners today and tonight. Seas will be building 7 to 8 feet down east, and the next 10 days of the forecast is featuring clouds to sun in the mountains, a PM mix Saturday. Now, the storm gets in Saturday. It's a brief mix in the mountains before it changes over to rain on Sunday. And then on Monday, it is mostly cloudy. Now, there's an opportunity here next week, so around Tuesday, Wednesday, for some snow shower activity. I see temperatures here cooling off, and then the wind picks up Wednesday. Wednesday looks like a pretty chilly day, even by April standards. And then we warm up a little bit for the end of next week. We do dry out. Now, for temperatures inland, it's 53 for tomorrow with clouds over to sunshine. And then the storm comes in. It's just a brief mix on Saturday before it changes over Sunday to all plain rain. And then opportunity on Tuesday, Wednesday, around that time frame for some snow and some wind. I'm not going to call it a major storm right now. It would be light to moderate, but I will keep you posted on the latest trend on nappycast.com. And then we warm up to 50 next Friday with clouds and wind coming up off the Gulf of Maine. For the coastline, lots of sunshine on Friday after some early clouds. Rain, no snow, no mix. I don't expect a lot of that Saturday night to Sunday. I'll keep you posted on that. And then rain showers on Sunday. So it's kind of a 50-50 weekend if you count Friday night and get that 50-50. And then an opportunity for either rain or snow over to snow Tuesday, Wednesday. Pretty chilly. 40 for a high Tuesday. That's pretty chilly. That's about 10 below the typical numbers. And then we get that onshore flow for the following weekend, which is going to keep things cool because of the Gulf of Maine temperature. Nappycast.com has the latest trends on the forecast the next 10 days.